owned this 2019 Hyundai Ioniq Electric for about a year and a half now. And I've run around town in the Washington, D.C. area, but I've never taken it on a road trip. So today, we are going on a road trip to Philadelphia. And that's about 180 miles one way. So we're going to have to stop along the way to recharge. This vehicle now is up to 156 miles of range in the summer. It was rated at 127 when I bought it, and I've gotten it up because I drive like a little old lady in the city. So we expect that. With the air conditioning, it's going to have a range of about 136 to 134 to 136. So this is our adventure here for the weekend. We're going up to Philadelphia, and we're going to do it electric. So what do we need to do? Well, of course, we need to load in everything. We have finished up our charging here on our 120 home voltage, which is all I ever do here at home because I've never needed anything more. That we are going to use some DC fast chargers along the way. So we're going to unplug here, and we're going to pack up the charging cable because you never know when you might need it. And here we go with our little charging cable. We're going to put it in its traveling bag that came from Hyundai, and we're going to go ahead and so our 110 charge cord is with us. Going to close off our charge port here, and we're going to load up the vehicle with the things that we need, all of our baggage and everything. So follow along as we go along up I-95 to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So let's go ahead and start the car. It's calculating that. So we have 137. So we have 157 if we were not using the air conditioning, and 137 if we are going to use the air conditioning. And we're going to put it in drive. I'm going to use the eco mode to try that. So let's get on the way.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. 2 sugars for me.
And we are off on our adventure to Philadelphia, and everybody's out on the road today. So it says 72 miles to the Chesapeake House, which is where our first charging experience is going to be, and our first on the road charging. And we have 137 miles of range with the air conditioning running, so we are good to go. So we're out on Washington, D.C.'s 495 Beltway. It is a classic summer Friday afternoon. So we're going to go through the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel Thruway. We're at 120 mile range just as we get into the Baltimore area, right near the Baltimore-Washington International Airport and the Baltimore Beltway. So we've entered Baltimore City, and we're coming up to the first of our toll stations here. We're going to be using our Easy Pass. We don't have a Maryland Easy Pass anymore. Always like to see that Easy Pass paid sign light up. And off to our left is the fields of Chrysler and Mercedes-Benz and other vehicles that are coming and going. The Baltimore Harbor Tunnel. This is an old tunnel. It's been around since what, the 50s, I think, David?
I think it started, I don't think they opened in the 60s.
Okay, the 60s. And the new tunnel was opened in the 70s, early 80s. So we're in the tunnel, and we have gone 38.1 miles. We have 116 miles on range left. So here we are under the Baltimore Harbor. So cruising up 95, we're past the first rest area, which had chargers. We're past Aberdeen, which also had chargers at Ripken Stadium. We're running at 84 miles of range, and we've gone 68 miles already on our trip. So we're doing really well on our use of electricity, and we're coming up to a toll plaza in about 6 miles. All right, we're crossing the mighty Susquehanna River on the Mildred Tidings Bridge, and we're coming up to our second toll plaza. And we're slowing down as we're going through the toll plaza here with everybody else on Easy Pass. And just as we go through this, we're at 77 miles of range, and we've gone 74, almost 75 miles. So next stop, the Chesapeake House to recharge. Our first stop, to put some power in. Now to find where the chargers are.
Please say a command.
Find electric chargers for Chesapeake House.
2 results found. Please say the line
I'll
number.
go this way. There it is. There's the Tesla ones. Electric one too, right? EV Institute, and it's iced in. All right, let's go over here. Use the one he's using, so he's on his own and I want to be on our own. All right, turn it off. So if you're looking for the chargers, if you're coming north, they're on the far side, on the southbound side. There's the EV Institute chargers, which we charged in, and then there's the Tesla chargers over there. So you can see that. And if you're coming down from the north, coming southbound, they're right as you come in to the Chesapeake House. So there is an EV charger for here at the handicap, but it's just the J1772. So it's here right out in front. Northbound, we've got 138 mile range, and according to Waze, it's just 76 miles. So we're gonna go back northbound on.
Turn left.
So we're going to go northbound here at the Chesapeake House, about 76 miles where we need to be there. So it says an hour and 42 minutes, we'll be there. So we've crossed over into Delaware now, and we're coming up to the third toll plaza. This is the first toll plaza in Delaware, and we have 121 miles of range after a recent charge, and we've gone 91.4 miles, and we have about 65 miles or so left on our trip, so we're doing just fine. So this was one of the first just drive-through tolling stations on 95, which very nice and simple. Well, we're up north of Wilmington now, and we have 95 miles of range left on our charge after stopping at the Chesapeake House, and we have 116, almost 117 miles on the odometer, and we probably have about 50 miles left to go. Here we've made it to Pennsylvania. 92 miles of range left at 119.5 miles on our trip.
Heavy traffic reported ahead. You can find happiness almost anywhere except traffic. Sorry.
Well, here we are at Philadelphia's train station with roads above and the water beside us and the train tracks on the other side of us. 70 miles of range left on our second charge. We've gone 138.6 miles since we left this afternoon. There's Philadelphia Museum of Art. Major commuter route that really has not changed since it was built in the 50s.
In a quarter of a mile, exit left. Exit left. In 1 mile, exit left. In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Part of the reason we chose this hotel was because of it being a new hotel, but more importantly because it had electric vehicle chargers here, and there are a number of them. There are 6 chargers here. There are 2 Clipper Creek 1772 plug-ins, and I've got to say for my 2019 Hyundai Ioniq Electric, it goes very quickly and charges it. There are also 4 Tesla plug-in chargers here for the Tesla owners that come by. So what have we learned on our first long distance trip with our 2019 Hyundai Ioniq? Well, first of all, the vehicle runs very easily, very smoothly at highway speeds. It is a lot easier to recharge than I had expected. Yes, there was some anxiety there, but once I plugged in and it charged at our first location at the Chesapeake House on I-95, it was just super easy, charged quickly, everything. Plenty of range for us to get up here to Philadelphia from Washington, D.C. after that. And here we are at the hotel. Their Clipper Creek chargers worked very quickly and very well, so very pleased with that. Though something that we learned here is that, interestingly enough, people do ice in, but I don't think that they're realizing that they're doing that. You can see this Honda CR-V behind us. I don't think they realize that they're at a charging spot. There was a Mercedes-Benz AMG that was parked there that pulled in specifically. I think he was just trying to identify as a Tesla, since those are the Tesla spots there. And also, the other thing that we learned is when you're charged, just go out, unplug, pull your car into another space, so in case somebody needs to charge, they can do that. The Ford Mach-E that was here has always been plugged in. It comes and it goes. I can't believe that it's that out of power that it hasn't charged overnight, because it sat there for a long time without being moved. And so I would think that as fast as this charger is, for etiquette is plug in, take your charge, fill your battery up, then unplug and leave the space for somebody else. If you're driving an ICE car, ICE being internal combustion engine car, don't park it in where there are electric spots. Even if there are open spots. Now, if there's no other spot, I can see why you might want to do that. I honestly don't think this Porsche here or this Honda really understand what this is, though the Porsche's not really an electric spot, so it's going to be okay. But the Honda and the Mercedes-Benz that was in its spot earlier were in electric spots. So our stay at the Philadelphia Bala-Cynwyd Marriott Residence Inn is over. We have plugged in our electric car and it has been charged, so we're really pleased about that. We're putting the charger back in where it belongs. We've had a great stay while we've been here, so we're looking forward to coming back again sometime. This has been a good hotel. So now let's go ahead and load the stuff up. We are packed, we are ready to hit the road, and it was great traveling with you. Looking forward to visiting you another time. So we want to thank you for watching this episode on The Real DC Car Guy. If you like this video, click that like button, hit the bell icon, and follow us. We'll see you the next time on The Real DC Car Guy. And remember, drive electric.